Millions for Detroit from Washington, D.C., plus getting ready for the shift in health care and Governor Snyder's unofficial campaign. It's all coming up tonight on MiWeek.
Michigan's turnaround is being powered by things we do better than anywhere else in the world. Today's global leaders routinely turn to Michigan to work on their most difficult problems. That's because the engineering talent in this part of the world is simply the best. So many possibilities lie ahead for Michigan's future. These opportunities are here and starting to happen. The vision for the new Michigan. Share it, talk it up, drive it home. Funding is also provided by Delta.
Hi there and welcome to MiWeek. I'm Christy McDonald. We are so glad that you are joining us. Before we start off tonight, we want to tell you about a big change here at MiWeek. We are moving. Starting next week, we will be on Thursday nights at 7:30. That is Thursday instead of Friday, so mark it down on your calendar. That's coming up next week.
I'm putting it in my phone right
We'll put it in your phone and turn your phone off, by the way. All right, well, tonight.
I got it scheduled right now.
All right, as we get started with the show now, next week marks the beginning of healthcare change in this country. We're going to take a look at the changes you need to know, plus the last-minute fight in Congress. Plus, Governor Snyder unofficially launches a re-election bid and faces questions about his nerd fund, and millions for Detroit in the form of grants to make life better in the city. And that is where we start tonight. Key members of the Obama administration met in Detroit today to announce new grant money for the city and ways to make sure the money is used and spent properly. Joining me now are MiWeek contributors Nolan Finley, the editorial page editor of the Detroit News, and Stephen Henderson, the editorial page editor of the Detroit Free Press. Hey, happy Friday, guys.
Happy to you.
Federal Friday.
It's a federal Friday. So many feds in one place.
Crawling all over the city today.
In one time.
Hold on, you wallets.
Oh, come on, Nolan. Coming from Nolan.
More money
More
from
taxes.
Nolan.
All right. So is this the big bailout that Detroit was looking for?
Well, it's the start of some much needed assistance to Detroit. And, you know, I've been saying that the federal government, when New Orleans went through its disaster, just poured money on the city. Detroit's had a rolling disaster now for 30 years, and the devastation here is equal to what you saw in post-Katrina New Orleans, and it's appropriate to come in with the right sort of help. And what's encouraging about the way they're doing it is they are putting together a structure to make sure the money is spent properly, not wasted. It goes for what it's intended. I think there's something like $300 million coming in today. That'll go a long way toward eradicating blight, fixing the problems with the police department, and getting the new transportation system jump-started.
Yeah, it's not just erasing the debt. It's actually getting towards the services that people are really
It's not at
talking
all
about they really
erasing the
need.
debt.
It's the services that now we're talking about.
Yeah. Well, and this is what we needed them to do. We don't need a bailout, frankly, because Kevin Orr is busy renegotiating the debt in a way that will get it off our backs and free up enough of the money we take in taxes to provide services. What we do need is investment, from the federal government in rebuilding, and there are lots of ways that the federal government can do that, and one big one is to sort of free up more of the money that we're actually entitled to from Washington, because that we don't get because we don't spend it the right way.
Right.
They're going to come and help us.
And that's
that's the big point there, is making sure that you're actually spending it the right way and it's not expiring and then say, well, you didn't use the funds in the amount of time or in the right way that you were supposed to.
Yeah, but I mean, the key point Steve made is these are money. This is money we would have gotten here had we had our act together, knew how to apply for grants. This is money other cities who are more efficient at the process are getting. So this is not really special bailout for Detroit or special money from Detroit. It's making sure we're getting the money that the city has coming to it and uses it the way it's intended to be used.
All right, so I want to kind of go behind the deal. So who starts those conversations? What's been going on with the Obama administration?
Oh, Lord. This afternoon, everybody there will be saying, I did it. I did it.
Everyone will be taking credit for this?
Watch Debbie Stabenow this afternoon. Well, I brought everybody together.
Well, now
They'll be falling all over each other to get to the microphone.
You're impersonating imagination aside,
You do a much better, Debbie.
no, I do not. I actually do not. But we were complaining, or you were complaining, actually, a couple months ago, that Washington and our lawmakers, our senators, our congressmen, our delegation wasn't getting involved enough about. So is this finally the proof that they have been lobbying on Detroit's behalf in Washington?
Oh, I think they have been lobbying. I mean, I think they've been banging on a lot of doors saying, look, you can't just let this happen in Detroit and not get involved. I think the pushback from both the Obama administration and from some Republicans on the Hill who don't want to help Detroit out of a problem that they think we created ourselves has been that, you know, Detroit already gets a lot of federal money and it's not spent in a way that makes a lot of sense. And so I think it sort of just coalesced around the idea that, okay, well, if we fix that problem and focus on that and focus on going forward, we can actually play a role here.
But this wasn't driven by the delegation. This whole process started with the business and philanthropic community coming together with Kevin Orr and trying to put a process and infrastructure in place. The delegation was late to the game. Now, they did help. But the genesis of this did not start in Washington. It started in our very own business and philanthropic community.
So if we're talking about changing the infrastructure of the city and how things are run, do we have that structure in place, or are we seeing the beginnings of it to make sure now that this money is spent properly?
No, it depends on which department you're talking about.
No, he says no.
It depends on where you're talking about, right? If you're talking about DDOT, for example, no. The answer is unequivocally no. DDOT is a mess. They lose all kinds of money every year. I mean, they lose money out of fare boxes every year on DDOT. So that's a complete disaster. But if you're talking about block grant, community development block grant, we have been better on that.
Better, but we're not
over
good.
time. We're not great.
But Steve, this money's not coming to city departments. Most of it will go.
Well, some of it
will go. Like the police department will get its grants directly. But for example, they're forming a blight commission with probably, I think Roy Roberts is going to head it. They're forming a blight commission to spend that money. It's going to be quasi-public, private organizations that will help spend this money. This money will not go directly to the city, the biggest part of it.
And it's some of that money that has already been announced, too, that we talked about a couple of weeks ago, like that $52 million that came in.
It'll go through these other agencies, or at least these other agencies will partner and keep an oversight
if you can do
on
that.
it.
The federal government is not, federal government is not really high on these sort of alternative funding mechanisms for grants, and they've pushed back on the idea of taking it out of. I mean, city departments are designed. This is what city departments are supposed to do. That's why we have them. The fact that they don't work is not a reason to pull it out. It's a reason to fix the departments, which is one of the things Kevin Orr is supposed to be doing.
They can't wait for these departments to get fixed. This money's needed now. That's why you have as many private and philanthropic organizations there at Wayne State today as you do government. And this is the private sector here, the philanthropic community, going to be very involved in helping spend this money so it doesn't go the way.
See, that's what I keep coming back to, and I feel like this is maybe the third time I'm kind of trying to say it in the right way, that now that this money is coming here, okay, is there going to be an accountability, or a schedule set up that we can see how things are being done to make sure?
That's what this is about.
I mean, that's what this meeting is about today. It's not, this meeting isn't about, oh, hey, we found all this money, we're going to give it to Detroit. This meeting is about putting together partnerships and an infrastructure for spending the money in an accountable way and in an efficient way. That's what's different here.
So let me ask you real quick. So then, are you hopeful by hearing that announcement today? Are you saying, hey, we're finally going to get this right?
Well, I'm hopeful, of course, because again, it's not giving the money to the same folks who squandered it in the past. This is a whole different setup.
Well, and we still may get somebody from Washington to come here and coordinate all of this.
Who would that be, and how would they choose that person?
I mean, for a while I thought Gene Sperling would be a good candidate for that.
He's
leaving the administration, and he's from Detroit, but apparently he's not interested. He's headed to California. But somebody like that, somebody who not only knows the grant process from the Washington side, but understands Detroit and the problems that we have here, who could figure out how to make the best use of the money.
And not necessarily tied to the federal government. This is going to be a grant czar, but they're going to figure this this out as part of the restructuring. Now, ultimately, the city will take over, but at this point, it's just not capable of doing that.
So if you're sitting in a neighborhood right now and you saw this press conference, you saw everyone from Washington in here today, are you like thankful? Are you like, yes, finally? Or are you still waiting for something?
You are still waiting to see the effect of all of this stuff, right? Kevin Orr has been here now for 4 or 5 months, starting to put some things in place that will make a difference for people in the city. But, you know, we're in such a deep hole, I think it's not very realistic to expect that we would see very much right away. So it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time to set this stuff up and, again, have a functioning governance system to manage this stuff and do it in Detroit.
It's still Detroit. Not everything that looks fixed gets fixed. I'll cite the Public Lighting Department. They handpicked this Public Lighting Commission. Orr was involved. The governor was involved. They thought they had, you know, the best, smartest people they could get to run this Public Lighting Department. And in their first meetings with Kevin Orr, their complaints are, well, the contracts are going to non-Detroiters, non-minority groups.
You know,
and he just blew up and said, this is what got you people in trouble in the first place.
No, that's actually not true. What got us in trouble was wasting money and not spending on the things that
exactly.
But minority participation, is important. For
delivering
60
the
years,
service is important.
They're both important.
Considering yourself as a city a service provider, not a jobs and contract provider. That mindset is what got this city in trouble.
Yeah, but I think also people are tired of hearing, well, it is Detroit. I mean, so you can expect something like that. But I think people are tired of hearing that.
Well,
like, when can we move away from, well, it's just Detroit?
Here's the other great danger here, and this is something that Nolan's talking about. If you exclude the majority population of this city from the rebuilding process, from the jobs that are going to be created, from the contracts that are going to be let out, you are going to have a huge problem. That is morally wrong.
Nobody's excluding
and it's also
them. Nobody's saying they can't participate in the bidding process. But the process has to work for the people. It has to work for the taxpayers. And those contracts can't be awarded to the same 5, 6, 7 contractors who have not done the job in the past.
I don't think anyone's making that argument. I think
but that's the situation we had here when our priority was to give money
the objections they're raising are to a process that so far looks like it's excluding minority contractors. That's not right. We can't do it that way.
The process has to be efficient, and it has to focus on giving taxpayers the most service for
it
the
also
money
has to be
because there's not enough money.
It also
if
has to
you're
be
saying we're going to get 10-15% less efficiency, but we're going to have minority participation. It's not a trade-off.
Minority participation does not equate to inefficiency, and that's the fallacy that you're indulging in.
If that's true, then they shouldn't have any problem winning competitive bids, and they're competitive, fair bids. What Orr's point was, considering things other than the interest of the taxpayers is what got you in trouble.
Well, let's talk about Kevin Orr real quick. And he is proposing freezing pensions, and that news has not been met with very happy. No one's excited about that. Is that his best course of action, Nolan?
Well, he had to. I mean, this has happened in the private sector almost across the board. It happened to us. Our pensions were froze years ago at our employer, and almost every other employer in town. They can't afford to pay these pensions. So you can say, well, is that a good thing or a bad thing to do? It was an essential thing to do. If you don't have the money to pay the pensions, you've got to freeze them.
How many people is this going to impact, Stephen?
Well, we have 23,000 or 22,000 retirees now. This would also affect current
Doesn't
employees.
affect the retirees. It only affects the current workers.
It would be
9,000 people.
9,000 people that work for the city. And the effect, I mean, no one knows what the effect will be, right? This doesn't mean that they will lose money. It means that they will not have the pension, but they're going to roll over into a 401k that could perform better than the pension has been performing. Certainly, if you look at the audit report that came out this week about how the pension form has been performing and losing money off risky
and as somebody who went through this, and you know, because we did it when we converted from pensions to 401k. 401k has been a much better deal.
Right, yeah.
All right. Well, let's move along. I'm sure we can all agree on this. The week before healthcare exchanges will be open for Americans, the battle over the Affordable Care Act raged on in Washington. Here in Michigan, we're learning more about how much the plans may cost. So before we start to look at the specifics about Michigan right now is a very interesting week in Washington. I'm sure you can both agree on that.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
That's the one thing that you can both agree on when we're coming to health care.
It's going to continue to be interesting, and it was particularly, again, citing personal experience. Both Steve and I got letters last week from our employer that said, because of the Affordable Care Act, we are drastically changing your insurance, limiting your options. And
you're not alone. There are a lot of people that are now.
And it's going to affect everybody. But remember, the words kept running through my head. If you like your insurance policy now, you can keep it. If you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor. And none of that's true. You're not going to be able to keep your insurance policy necessarily, and you may not be able to keep your doctor. We don't know.
I'm sure that's none of that's true, but we're going to start to figure out now in the next week.
It depends on who your insurer is. It depends on who your employer is. There are some places
But he didn't say that when he made that promise.
There are some places that are going to that healthcare plans are going to change quite a bit. There are some places. My wife's employer is not changing their healthcare at all. But it depends on where it is. The key here is that what's happening, and this is what conservatives don't like, is that those of us with insurance, with jobs, are being asked to chip in to pay for the expansion of Medicaid and the subsidies that people will use on the exchanges to get more people covered. The long game here is that you lower costs by eliminating the wild card of all these uninsured people wandering into emergency rooms.
Well, if that's true, then it will be the first federal entitlement program in history that came in under cost projections or at cost projections. And that the conservatives object to the idea that instead of lower premiums, as was promised, $2,500 per family was promised. It could go as high as $7,500 per family, more per year. And remember the objective here. The objective here was to make sure everybody had insurance. We're going to go through this entire disruption. Everybody is going to pay more, have fewer options.
Not
you don't know.
Going to pay
Most
more.
of us are going to pay more.
Some people
and
will.
have fewer options. And at the end of the game, the Congressional Budget Office says 30 million Americans will still be uninsured. We started out with 45, now 30. All that disruption for a very small return.
Do you think that the administration has done a good enough job in terms of educating people and getting a lot of those younger people, the healthier people, the ones you need in that pool, to say, now I've got to sign up and get myself insurance?
That's the challenge, right? You've got to start, and frankly, if the Republicans would sit down and stop trying to fight over the concept of the law, which is settled, and start talking about, well, now that we have it, how do you make it more effective?
I think that's what's been lost. I think that's what's been lost here.
You have got to get young people to
hear
sign up.
about that. You've got businesses, labor, both complaining that this law is going to be a disaster for jobs. We're already seeing 2/3 of the jobs being created, new jobs are part-time jobs, and because of that poisonous partisan environment, nobody will stop and say, hey, we've got to fix this thing before it runs our economy off the rail. This law needs a major rewrite, a major overhaul, and the administration won't even consider it.
But you just said it.
That's absolutely untrue.
The administration will not even
That's absolutely
consider.
untrue.
The president now ought to be saying, how do we fix this?
When have the Republicans suggested an actual change other than repeal?
Listen, Washington is run by the Democrats, Steve.
Well,
the president has a responsibility to lead here. He created
and
this
you
mess.
have Democratic senators.
You passed this law without any Republican input, and now you want them to fix it?
Bill Casey from Pennsylvania has suggested, I don't know, 15 different changes that should be in the law. And
where's the president?
What's the Republican response? Repeal it. You can't get anywhere because Ted Cruz wants to stand up and talk for 21 hours about green eggs and ham.
I was just going to start reading that. I was going to start reading that right now.
Still committed to this law and still fostering
being committed to the law is not the same.
The myth that he started with, that it's going to save you money and that it's going to be better coverage, and it's going to be neither. It's going to put a lot of people out of work, and we need to address that part of it.
I mean, but you just said something, Nolan, I thought that was interesting. You said that poisonous partisan attitude that's in Washington right now. I'm not quite sure that you can get beyond that to even fix whatever ails this law.
But the poison is coming almost exclusively from one side.
That's not true. You listen to this president every time he opens his mouth, he divides. You listen to this president every time he talks. It's those Republicans, these people who don't want you to
hang on. Let him finish, and then you get to go.
That is not going to foster any sort of cooperative environment. This has been the most divisive, ineffective president in terms of building coalitions in Washington we've ever had.
All right.
It's on him.
All right, Nolan, now Stephen, go.
You do not see the president saying, it's my way or we shut down the government. You do not see the president saying, it's my way or we don't pay the debt.
Now.
You don't see the president saying, it's my way or I'll sink the whole ship. That has been the Republican approach. And so how do you negotiate with it? It's like negotiating with terrorists.
So the president said over and over again, I'm not making any changes. That's off the table. This is off the table.
He hasn't said any of that.
He says it's 100% of Obamacare or nothing.
No, he has absolutely not taken that position. He has taken that over and over. He has said over and over, and that's not even faithful to the way that the law was crafted. They held 60 hearings during which Republicans got to.
He's ignoring the very law he passed, exempting Congress, which was counter to what the law says, exempting other people, which is counter. The delay for
all right, we can
runs against the law, Steve.
We can go back and we can take a look at how this was all put together, and we can argue that for probably the next 3 hours or so. My thing is, you've got people sitting at home who are seeing what's happening in Washington. They're seeing, someone reading Green Eggs and Ham for 21 hours in Congress, and you say, well, wait a minute, but how is this going to affect me, and what do I need to know before this is implemented? And I think that there's a huge disconnect between what's happening in Washington, D.C. right now and what people are really existing with and what they need to know.
Well, the hasty implementation of this has really created a lot of confusion.
The implementation of passed 5 years ago.
The law, the rules are still being written, even if it's being implemented.
There are changes that I think that, and the variation, the fact that people are like, well, we still don't know exactly how it's going to work is unnerving for people.
Well, why have we had the delay that we had? First of all, because there was a court challenge that took, 3.5 years.
That didn't delay the planning. It didn't put anything on hold.
It put a lot of things on hold because you didn't know whether you were going to be able to implement it.
It didn't put it. The planning proceeded. The funding proceeded
It was unclear whether, first of all, whether the mandate would survive and whether if you lost the mandate, whether the rest of the law could survive intact.
The funding wasn't on hold and the implementation wasn't on hold.
Right.
This
I'll
was
tell you.
beyond
I'll tell you what has
Washington's
been.
Okay, we're going to wrap this up in a minute.
Insurance companies are not throwing people off of coverage because of pre-existing conditions anymore. Women are able to get basic health care exams every year under their plans.
Young people are able to be on their parents' plan much longer.
Those are the things that we know are working.
That's right. We're going to get a couple of kids on your plan there, Nolan.
And what we also know
I'll put my kids on
this plan depends on getting young people to sign up, and yet we're doubling and tripling their premiums. I don't see how that happens.
That is going to be
true. The exchange in Michigan, the silver plan, which is the middle plan, is $271 a month. So how do you call that more than
a 27-year-old getting the same coverage he's getting now will pay 200% more?
Let me ask you this: so what's the penalty? If it's $271 a month? So what's the penalty if that person does not sign up?
$400 a year.
Right. I would
we are not going to be able to pay for this unless
I would increase the
that is going to be the very interesting part.
The truth is, you can't have European-style health benefits without European-style tax rates. And in Europe, the middle class pays 50% income tax.
All right. Well, we're going to be.
We got to make a decision. Are we willing to do that?
I agree with that. I agree with you.
Well, then be honest.
I do not like it.
I would have gone with a single. I would have gone with single payer, as would the president.
But you can't pretend you can do that without huge
have
tax hikes.
Fine, but I'm willing to pay taxes for things like that. That's a big difference between liberals and conservatives. We're willing to pay for things that actually make life better for people. I don't have a problem with that.
You talk to those people. We got 50% of the people not paying taxes now. You go to them and say, hey, now you got to start paying taxes again. And by the way, it's going to be 30-40% of your income.
All right. And scene. That was healthcare for you. All right. In the time we have left, Governor Snyder hasn't officially said he's running for re-election. Could have fooled me. Video campaign touting his achievements launched at last weekend's GOP summit, now on the air. So that was, you were up there last weekend.
Talked to him about this and asked him, what are you waiting for? And he says,
yeah, that's a great question.
And he says, well, I like governing a lot better than I do politicking. He says, do I really want to campaign for a full year? And that's the kind of stuff that makes Republicans pull out their hair because they need this guy to engage.
But he's doing it anyway. I mean,
he's doing it sort of
grudgingly,
reluctantly. And they need him to really get on the campaign stuff, and it's just not what he likes to do.
Well, I mean, it's
it's
understandable.
He's convinced that he can rest his whole campaign on his accomplishments without really, the traditional style campaign.
Can he?
Might be able to.
Can he?
I think that's unclear. I mean, I have real disagreements with the governor on some of what he's done. I think some of the things that I agree with him that he's done have been less effective in the short term than we've seen. But he's got a good record to run on, and the Democrats will have to put together one heck of a pitch for how they would do it differently in order to take it from him.
But that's not where their campaign is going. I talked to Lon Johnson up there as well. I mean, they're going to hammer this governor on the things that people disagree with. It's going to be a dirty campaign, and he's sort of taking this attitude of, I'm going to stay above the fray. Well, I'm not sure that works in American politics today.
Well, it's going to be interesting to watch. Guys, thanks so much.
Are we done?
Have a great week. Can you believe it?
How can that be a whole?
I know.
What day next week?
We had so much fun. That is going to do it for MiWeek. Take a listen. Get out your calendar. Just a reminder that we're moving. Send all the housewarming gifts next week. We'll be on Thursday nights at 7:30. Join us next Thursday. Find us on Facebook and Twitter. For all of us at Detroit Public TV, have a great weekend. We'll see you next Thursday, 7:30. Take care.
Business Leaders for Michigan is dedicated to making Michigan a top 10 state for jobs, personal income, and economic growth. Learn more at businessleadersformichigan.com. Funding is also provided by Delta.